Hold on, let me mute myself.
What's the
Can you
deal,
hear me?
ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen? We're kind of late today. We are back with the, again, yes, weekly, the multiplayer podcast. You know, crowd favorites, Beast Shadows, K Mega 405. I don't know where the hell Porter Rock's at. Porter Pony, Barney Rubble was 77. I don't know where the hell he's at. MVP magazines, my man all day, and T Sweaty Balls Weaver. He has a part-time job at a halfway house. But anyway, on to today's video. K Mega will be joining. Should be joining soon. So I'm gonna get. I know we're kind of late today. I had to go pick up my televisions. I was supposed to go yesterday and pick them up, but didn't feel like it. Allergies were bothering me. So anyway, let me know if you want to see a video about this stuff. Very very funny story. But anyway, I want to get right into it. What I gather, and I want to get you guys what you feel about this, and I'm gonna start off with you, MVP magazine. But what I gather from around and within the gaming community, different websites, different YouTubers, Twitter, Facebook, a lot of people that were, primarily pro Sony this generation, which is cool. A lot of these guys are seem like they're let down and disappointed with the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now I don't know if it's because of that they kind of set themselves up for failure with this all. They would thought the console was going to be 5.5 teraflops, and so maybe they're a little disappointed with that, and that it's not going to be as powerful as the Scorpio. Um, but Boogie himself said that. I mean, he's a little upset that Sony's no longer going to have the most powerful console. But anyway, what I'm saying is in my Facebook group, Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers. And we're like a close knit group. It's about 1,800 members. Very funny group. Let me know if you want to join the group. Funny as hell. We have fun trolling each other. But a lot of those dudes in there, they're upset with the PS4 Pro also. You know what I mean? And one guy he brought up a very valid point. You know what I mean? And if people don't have a problem with the GPU, it is like I said, they're fussing about Sony stayed with that same anemic Jaguar CPU, where most people thought they were going to get 1080p, a lock 60 frames a second, with things turned up, one graphically demanding games. Then you have games like Tomb Raider, 1080p, and an unlocked frame rate goes up to like 40, 42 frames. Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be 1080p 30. You know what I mean? And several other games, like I said, because again, that CPU is a bottleneck. That's a very, very trash CPU. So a lot of people are upset, with Sony and the decision, and the fact that it is lacking, quote unquote, a PS4. I mean, lacking a 4K Blu-ray player. A lot of people are saying they wish Sony would have just waited until next year and put out the PS4 Pro, because they don't feel like it's that big of a leap, that an advantage of what they already have. Now I'm gonna go across the board. Like I said, I'm gonna start with my man MVP magazine. He's sympathetic to
See,
the people of the Red Sun, in the pony movement. So anyway, how do you feel about this? Have you know what I mean? First of all, are you getting the PS4 Pro? I mean, I asked you that last week. Have you changed your mind? Are you fine with what Sony is offering as far as the upgrades they're doing to the console? And do you think that some of their fans, the way that they feel, you feel like it is warranted? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so how do you feel about this?
well, to be honest, man, I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm siding with the rational side of the internet because, to tell the truth, it's not real 4K.
Okay,
Let's keep it real.
all right. No, it's
Like,
not. It's not.
only, the only selective games that we did see running in native 4K were games from last gen or games that weren't that graphically demanding. So
Well,
we know going
they
on.
showed the game running in native 4K on the PS4 Pro. I know they said The
Yeah, they
Last
did. They
of Us
showed The Last of
remastered.
Us.
Okay, well that's a
Yeah,
PS3
yeah,
game.
yeah. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying, and that's what I'm saying. That's a PlayStation 3 game. So
okay.
if we're getting games of that ilk running in native 4K, we can't expect next gen experiences like Bloodborne to be running in 4K. I'd love to see a 4K version of Bloodborne. That's one of the reasons I keep my PlayStation 4 now. But that's just not going to happen because of the weakness of that machine. Now,
Hmm.
when the spec came out, because of the closeness of the PS4 Pro to the initial PS4. we can tell that that machine was all about profit for Sony. Yeah, it's got beef for your CPU, GPU, or whatever, but apart from that, everything's just basically the same. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like they weren't even trying. It's like they was trying to make as much money as possible off a slightly new PlayStation 4. And I'm not feeling that, man. Like my girl wants one real bad because she's Oriental and she sides down with them. But ask anyone that knows me, she's got an Xbox, man. She's got an Xbox. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what
What I'm
happens.
saying
We'll see what happens.
about Sony fans, like I said, there've been a lot of rumblings around in the community. Colin just calling Sony out. What I mean, about the PS4 Pro, and that's another type. But like I said, a lot of Boogie said he was upset that Sony's no longer going to have the
Yeah.
most powerful console, and a lot of people were just saying that that this mid-gen fresh, mid-gen upgrade. You got bargain bin PCs that have been on the market for 5 years that can outperform it. You know what I mean? They don't, they don't know what's the big deal. You know what I mean? But how do you, like I said in the day though, like what do you feel about for those fans that feel like, what I mean, that are diehard Sony fans and like, they're pretty upset with Sony, lack of 4K Blu-ray player, the fact that it can't do native 4K, the fact that they're not seeing 1680p locked 60 frames a second, and a lot of the bigger multiplats that are coming out. Like, what do you think about it? Do you think are their feelings warranted? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
or
definitely. Because it's not. I don't even reckon the fact that it's not even going to be the most powerful system anymore. I reckon it's just going to be the fact that it's just not powerful to enough to do what it needs to do. Like it's not powerful enough to do native 4K gaming. It doesn't have a Blu-ray drive in it, so it can't display, Blu-ray movies and stuff. And it can't even do the older games from the PlayStation 4 library at 1080p 60 frames per second. So like who is this machine really for? And what is the point of it?
uh, all right,
Mm.
okay, duly noted.
I can understand why people are disappointed.
I just
Okay.
think I think timing is going to be the biggest issue between Scorpio and PlayStation Pro.
And what do you, what I put, like, let me start it with, and I want you to say the end. So, like, for you, I mean, all day.
Hmm.
Are you going to buy it? Are you satisfied with the mid-cycle refresh? Do you think it'll be more powerful, or like, what are your thoughts on it?
Um, I think that the refresh is needed, and I think it's long overdue based on the last generation cycle. So I do understand the refresh.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get a 4K TV, I have no issues with the price point. Price point is really nice. I might pick it up just to trade in my old one. You know what I mean? It
Okay.
just makes sense. But um, a lot of things I'm seeing, a lot of people are starting to come around. Just as much as they hate it, a lot of people are starting to come around to the fact that they can buy the console in about 2 months. It is here now. They can play quote unquote 4K game. It's not native, but they can get it now. And I think it's going to boil down to Microsoft's price point of the Scorpio to try to compete. You know what I mean? It's just you walk into the store, holiday 2017. You got 4K all stamped on the box. Like a plaid shirt. People are gonna gravitate towards a cheaper console. You know what I mean? So. Um, I think the PlayStation Pro is all right. I mean, I
Huh?
don't. Huh? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
My
okay.
mic fell off the desk. I'm sorry.
No,
What did you say,
it's
bro?
all good. No, I'm just saying. I just think for the average consumer, I think that they might gravitate towards that 399 price tag, and probably by that time it'll probably be $50 cheaper, maybe.
Mm.
So we'll see. I mean, I'll get one once I get 4K. I mean, not too
Oh,
many. I mean, 4K is moving into a lot of more households. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I don't know.
well, here's it. Oh, I'm sorry. How does my mic sound? Do I sound loud? And am
You
I?
sound low a
That's,
little bit.
yeah, I sound loud.
You sound low to me a little bit.
Okay, well, I don't know what the hell. But anyway, somebody might. I think that you got a bad feedback too all day, like a
Mm.
bunch of whistling in the background. What? Nothing really. But B Shadows, you there, bro? Mute your mic right quick all day. Let me see what's going. Me see if I can where it's coming from.
Yeah, I was already muted once you said it, so I hear the feedback too. I don't know where it's coming from.
Okay, I don't know either,
Yeah,
but
I'm still here. I had my mic on mute.
yeah, I see. No, but I'm saying all day. Mute your mic right now. Let me see. Let me mute it right now. Let me see. I don't know. Hello, all day.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
don't
here.
hear
I'm here.
anything.
Yeah, mute your mic right quick all day. I want to see
Okay.
something. But anyway, B Shadows or with you. So so what are your thoughts? Do you think Sony fans are they feelings warranted? You know what I mean? Do they feel like
Well,
you?
I think they're finally disappointed. Like
Okay.
it's finally coming very much noticeable that
Mm-hmm.
Sony is all about their money and not about them.
Okay.
And I think that's becoming very obvious now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it would have been so obvious to the point. I think when they presented those two new consoles, uh, a lot of people we just wasn't impressed. Like they was like, who cares about the consoles? Where's our new games? You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And then Sony did something right after announcing those two consoles, and I think that's what really brought their fans to really realize what was going on. One, they stripped out their player um like everybody else said, they stripped that player out. That was one of the biggest things that everybody kind of noticed. Like, what was the purpose of that? Not to mention when it was already known that it only would have cost them like an extra $15 per console to put that in there. They would have made that money triple times over. But the reality is, they only removed it because they were releasing their own personal Sony UHD player in a few months. So if they would have in the PS4 Pro, it would have took sales dollars away from them from selling the regular uh, units. And that's what the players now the PlayStation market is like, kind of like, okay, that was kind of low. They're trying to save money on the other sales. But they also already had in play, they have a 4K movie streaming service coming to the PS4 where you're going to be able to stream your 4K movies. So now you got another service that you're adding on to gamers now. It's like, if you want 4K movies, uh, subscribe to Sony's movie service.
I
And
mean that. Well,
PlayStation gamers,
as far as I mean the service, I had I have not I had I have a I don't know what the hell you call it. It's like a little round, let's say like a little Roku.
yeah,
When I bought my Sony my first 4K television stuff, Sony, that's the only way you was able to get 4K content. The machine itself was like $500, which was
hmm
kind of costly, and it was only you can only use it on Sony televisions, and that was the only way that you can see 4K content. In 2014, I mean that's when I bought it when I got my first set. That was
yeah,
just the only way where you get 4K content. So they're doing away with the hub device and just bringing the straight service to because I never understood the hub device and not why I didn't just have it on the television. Like Sony, again, they sold me a device. Well, just me, like I said, when they sold a device, um, like a Roku player. Understand what I'm saying, or a Amazon stick. Basically, and you can import the movies. You can download them. What I mean, digitally, or you can rent them, and you can stream them in 4K. Um, Again, so they just doing away with the hub and just going to give you the service on the PS4. What do you call it?
yeah.
PS.
But their gamers, if you look at their gamers' mind states, like you think about it, you're adding an additional service on them that's unnecessary. If the
Uh-huh.
player was already in there, I can play my movies already on. I don't have to keep streaming, and because you never get the exact same quality from a
It's not.
stream
Uh-huh.
that you would from a physical disc. And so you're telling these gamers, like, if you want 4K movies, you're going to have to stream through our service. I'm like, no, you should have just put the player in there. Let me play the movies I want to buy and own. It's the same thing they did with PS Now. Instead of allowing me to play my PS3 games, you're going to tell me I have to stream them now, and I don't get the same quality.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, you're just going to keep adding these additional fees and more fees. And I'm like, and now their gamers are waking up to that. They're like, oh, now wait a minute. Now they're just trying to get money out of everybody. That's all they keep doing.
Uh-huh.
And then on top of that, they delayed more games, and right after that, and I'm like, okay, that was another strike. And then PlayStation gamers even got more upset. And then that last step, that final niche in the whole thing that really woke a lot of PlayStation gamers up is when they I had this packed down the other day when I was
Raise
reading
the price
about
of
it.
PSN. That was another thing they were complaining about. Raise the
Well,
price of
no,
PSN and PS Plus. I'm sorry, and then
oh
it's
yeah,
maintenance
that
to
was
follow
that
with
was
it.
a big problem right there. It was one
Uh-huh.
more thing they did. And I think that's what kind of woke everybody up, and I forgot what I was about to say. What it was. Um, but I know it kind of like it hit home with a bunch of people. It
Uh-huh.
was the delays, and it was one more thing they just did, and I think that's what PS Gamer was like. Okay,
But
now we're
what's about
done.
the they're trying to charge for the HDR stuff patch. Those games, something like that.
I think it's just basically releasing 2 systems back to back, and all you did was change the GPU in one of them, and then try to charge an extra $100 for it. And I think that was just like, okay, well, because that's all the PS4 Pro is. It's just a bigger GPU. It's not even like there's nothing else touched. It's the same RAM, same processor, same Jaguar, same everything. You just have a bigger graphics card.
Yeah, they want. I mean, they are using Polaris. They have basically a beefier GPU, but the system bottleneck is that they stayed with those same Jaguar. Just overclock or slightly faster. That's crazy. But K Mega 405, you there, bro? K Mega, yeah.
Yeah, I'm here, man. What up?
Right.
What up?
What's going on, good brother? You joining us now? Fashionably late, like James Brown. The title of the video.
Before you start, Mega, I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
The final thing I was going to say was not that; it was the mods. They
yes,
put mods in games.
Yes. A lot of people
that's a
are
free
upset about
service.
that.
That's a free service. You stopped your gamers from having a free service of a simple modding the game.
Yeah,
that's when they got upset. That's when they really woke up. You can't
a
even
lot
give them something free.
A lot of people are upset about not having mods in Skyrim and Fallout 4. A lot of people are really, really upset about that.
I'm done.
Yeah, okay, but yeah. So anyway, K Mega 405. We all quote unquote are part of this gaming community, and you like I said, you're in Bang Bang, my gaming, the Facebook, not my gaming, our gaming group. Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers, and a lot of the pro ponies that are in that group are, and not just them, a lot of people within, a lot of media sites, a lot of well-known YouTubers, they're not too happy with Sony and the PS4 Pro. I mean, one of the biggest, I call him King Pony, not just Barbie, my man Colin Moriarty. He's been very livid, very vocal about Sony. About the lack of having AAA exclusives around the holiday season. It's like the third holiday in a row where they didn't have any big exclusives for the holiday season. It's been dry. A lot of people, and I don't know if they set themselves up for this, but a lot of people feel like the PS4 Pro is not that big of a leap. You know what I mean? I don't, maybe the rumors about it was going to be 5.5 teraflops. Now that's something they started to NeoGAF that, that whatever the case. So I think maybe they set their expectations a little too high. But a lot of people are not pleased and not happy with the PS4 Pro. The fact that it's not native 4K, that whole resolution stuff, and the fact that they thought they will be at least to be able to get these big AAA multiplex graphically demanding game 1080p, 60 frames a second. And you see games like, huge, even the only exclusive, Horizon Zero Dawn is 30 frames. Tomb Raider is another one, is an unlocked frames. It goes up to 43 frames is the highest it's going to get. So a lot of people feel like, what the hell? So they was, I don't even if they didn't have a 4K television, which you don't need, you still see, the advantage. The games are going to look better graphically. But, they at least thought they can get a locked 60 frames a second. So, there have been a lot of mumbles, a lot of people that are upset with Sony right now, with the delays and everything. I think they're finally starting to call them out, and a lot of the media sites. So how do you feel about that? Do you think their feelings are warranted? Do you think they're just, being crybabies, wanting too much? What are your thoughts on that,
Well, sorry for being late, everybody.
That's cool, bro. I was late my damn self, so don't worry about it.
Right. But yeah, no, as gamers, man, I mean, regardless of the preference, we definitely have to all be as one and just look at this as consumers as like, man, look, there's something not right about this. You have 2 consoles coming out plus a peripheral, and you don't have the software to complement it. That's a problem. Now, I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Xbox 448 because he brought up an idea which made a lot of sense, because that they definitely have to push the PlayStation VR. Yes. So they're saying, look, hey, everybody's saying that we don't have games, but if you buy our PlayStation VR, you'll have an abundance of games. We have, I think, how many games they're gonna have at launch is like 20 or something like that.
Not to cut you off, what are they asking for those games?
That's what I don't know.
From $18 to $40. I'm hearing from price ranges from $18.
Now, for what again? As far as and not to be an Xbot here, like I wouldn't call those games. The reason not that I know they're games, but more they label them more as experiences. You know what I mean? Or I wouldn't count Connect Sports or just you know what I mean. I would those are we're talking about games. We're talking
I wouldn't
about
either.
you know
Yeah,
you
I
know.
wouldn't either. But that's the thing. I wouldn't either. But if you're looking at how PlayStation is trying to position this, I can see this being an excuse for them once it all comes up to when October and November comes, when
We
you
have
know,
25 exclusives.
yeah, it's like 25 exclusives, and that's
Hmm.
exactly what they're going to point out is that we have 25 exclusives. We have more exclusive than anybody else, from Nintendo or Xbox. We are the console leader. We're providing you something that no other console can provide, and that's VR. That right there sounds good in theory, but it also damaged the brand because what you're doing is trying to sell the Pro, and people, like I said before, people are going to get confused on which one to buy, and especially when they're giving people the wrong mixed signals by telling them that right now that you got a patch that you have HDR on your regular vanilla PlayStation 4. So why should I get a Pro? Why should I invest in that? And then you're also hearing rumors about PlayStation is going to have a PlayStation 5 come out in 2018. So you know what? I don't know what the hell Sony is doing. As the console leader, you move first. You the one that makes you the one that put the imprint in the ground and everybody else follows. You don't let the competition put their imprint on the ground and then you want to settle in that imprint and say, oh, well, we have HDR too. 1080p was PlayStation's cash cow. Everybody said the resolution babies, everybody was opening their mouths and saying 1080p this, 1080p that. Then Microsoft says, okay, we're going a step further. We're going to feature HDR. PlayStation don't have anything to say about it. Plus, it's really bizarre that I thought that 2016 was going to be huge for games, man. I thought it was going to be amazing for games on both sides because that's the way it was slated to be. You was going to have Uncharted and Last Guardian and all these other games, and everybody bragged about how rich that the exclusives was coming in the beginning of the year for PlayStation, but they don't have shit to display at the end of the year. It's absolutely a farce. It's disgusting. Consumers should be upset. They should be at arms. I mean, when are you going? If PlayStation people start defending this, then all I can say to you is just look, hey man, I got a bridge to sell to you at the Hudson, man. I'll meet you out there. For real.
Oh man. Well, again, okay. All right. Let me reword this, okay? Not reword it, but this system. You don't have a PlayStation 4, right? If I'm not mistaken. You don't have one.
No, I bought one for my son, and like I said, I use them as a guinea pig. I'll buy games that interest me, and then I'll go over there and I'll play on it.
Okay, but are you gonna get the Pro? Are you gonna get the Pro?
I was considering getting a Pro, but I probably might just go ahead and get just the regular PlayStation 4.
Oh no, $100 more, you can have a little better graphics. No.
You know what? I'm still hearing reports, and I'm still seeing things that some of these games are still not looking as crisp, and the frame rates on some of these games are still not looking polished. Like
well, let's be honest.
The remasters on top of remasters look great, but for the other games that's coming out, they don't look all that great right now. They look, but no, because the multiplats that are going to be displayed for the Pro this year, they're not going to have any HDR capability to them. So
the Battlefield is going to have HDR. I would imagine any game. Well, according to Sony, any game that's releasing from the internal document coming out in October must have a pro mode or whatever you want to call it. So Sony is pushing HDR. So I imagine that if it's going to, they're going to support pro mode and have HDR, that those multi-plat games will have it. But looking at games here, I'm gonna play the role of the protagonist here. Looking at the game like Horizon Zero Dawn, beautiful looking game, right? But just saying $400 more. You know what I mean? Now here's the thing. Me personally. Resolution and frame. Most of the game looked to me good graphically. I don't really care if it's upscale or native. Now, don't get me wrong. I know native looks much better, and at the end of the day, graphically. Now, it's not the same thing as up 900p to 1080p, not that big of a deal, but upscale from 1080p to 4K, or 14, that's more of a, games will look better, graphically, on the Scorpio. According to Microsoft, it's going to be evident. It's a more powerful console. But anyway, so being that you don't have your son, does he stay at home with you, or
No. My son is he's like 22. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. Okay,
he got his own shit. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He's in college. Yeah. He's a senior in college.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, again, you wouldn't you just get put $400 get and get the Pro?
I might. It's just according. I want to hear more information because now hearing this rumor today about that there's a rumor that Sony is going to bring out a PlayStation 5 in 2018.
Nah.
I haven't had a PlayStation this long, so I could wait until then because that system will be. And I don't know if it's going to be true or not. I know there's too many systems, but that actually sounds like that there would be where that
rumor came from? I'm gonna tell you why it came about, and I was talking to a few friends of mine within the loop within the industry. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna say this: I won't be surprised if Sony does show something new as far as hardware size in 2020 hardware wise in 2018, but it won't release in 2018. It'll be like 2019. I wouldn't be surprised at that. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't expect Sony to just get their teeth kicked in or. When is the Scorpio coming out in 2017?
Yeah, next year.
So I don't expect Sony to go four more years.
November.
Yeah, just getting their teeth kicked in. You know what I mean? So I expect to see something by Sony about at least 2019. But that rumor came about the PS5 in 2018 when that blog site talking about AMD and Zen and that shit talking about some what they say that it was a blog. It's not even official. It's not even something officially from AMD. The damn self that AMD was supposed to be working hand in hand with Microsoft and Sony on Zen and those chips or whatever that is not going to be ready until 2018. So that's for that whole rumor that the PS5 will be out in 2018. You know what I mean? But like I said, Extreme, we are talking about Sony here. I do expect the PS5 to be both backwards and forwards compatible. You know what I mean? If they want people to, if they want to compete with PC, you know what I mean? Even with Microsoft, whatever they got coming out in the future, you know what I mean? There's one thing you said: primary PC owners, gamers, have over console gamers. You know what I mean? They take their library with them from rig to rig to rig. You know what I mean? And like I said, even as far as us, like even Phil said, no longer would our controllers get old, no longer would our library get old. You know what I mean? And I do believe that we're kind of stepping away from generations. You know what I mean? As far as the 5.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I mean? But that's just we shall see though. But anyway, as I was saying though, if a person, let me be honest with you, for a person not having a PS4 Pro, not having a PS4 at all, I would say this: if I didn't trade in my PS4, my normal, I would have kept what I had. You know what I mean? But being that even myself, I had high expectations, visually. Games could be a little better, you know what I mean. But I did have high, my damn self. But I got rid of my PS4, and I don't have one, so I already have the PS4 Pro on reserve. So you know what I mean. So like I said, I'm gonna pick one up. Like I said, I'm a big God of War fan. I can't wait to get my hands on Horizon Zero Dawn. The Spider-Man game looks amazing. What do you call it? No Days Gone or No Days Left. I can't wait to get my hands on that. So again, like I said, before as that, but what about games like what do you call it? Final Fantasy. Is that your type of game? Are you into games like that?
Yeah, I love RPGs. Fighting games and RPGs are my favorite.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Now, games like that, I'm going to double dip. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like I said, the Scorpio's not going to be out until 2017, so I'm going to probably buying 2 copies just to see the better visuals on the PS4 Pro, or you know what I mean. At the end of the day, but I just don't like that Sony controller. But I don't know. I will say as far as Sony fans, I think they kind of set themselves up for the okie doke. But you know what I mean. But Sony did. I will say this: they should have put a better CPU in the console. That's my only gripe. You know what I mean? Is that they stayed with that same anemic CPU, which is I mean. I wish they would have. I guess they try to keep the price down and try to still undercut Microsoft. Like I don't know what Microsoft is going to charge with the Scorpio. I don't think it'd be no more than $500. But you know, I guess they try to undercut them. But
Do you still think
you know,
that
I
would
guess you
affect
get.
them?
No,
for the
I think it's going to be
price?
cheaper than that.
I think
Well, I'm gonna say I don't think it'd be no more than 5. You know what I mean?
I say
Yeah.
450 to be safe.
Well, whatever the case may be. And again, here's the thing, and I'm just talking as far as gamers.
Mhm.
As long as the games, and I said this before, long as the games look head and shoulders above what Sony has, you know what I mean? If it's $100 more, gamers don't mind paying for that. You know, I'm not talking about Digital Foundry where you eat the machine and the count. I mean, but noticeably better. You know what I mean? I don't think gamers will have a problem paying for it. You know what I mean? Especially this going out in this generation. We all know it's been about the power, the frames per second, and that's all we heard. It hasn't been about games. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna flip the question, the thing here. Now we're gonna take away some. I'm gonna ask you guys your opinion. What's been Sony's strong suit this generation? That they had more or less the better versions of the multiplex. You know what I mean? Whether higher
No,
resolution
marketing.
or.
I was going to say marketing. Yeah, marketing.
Well, I'm
And,
just saying, but just as far as the
Top-notch.
multiplex, you know what I mean? That's something that they were able to lean back on, like the 360, you know, where they had, quote unquote, the better version of the multiplex. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whether they rented a higher resolution or, you know, you understand what I'm saying? Because that's what's been pushed in the media. Today.
Yeah, I think multiplats keep them
Yeah,
afloat.
okay, so now, going forward, check me out now. Going forward, you're taking away one of the aces, right? Now the Scorpio is going to have the better version of the multiplex. So, which I think is going to be good for us and all of us as gamers, because now Sony, what they're going to have to do, they're going to have to double down on their own IPs. And I don't want to be on their exclusives. I don't want to be a hypocrite. And I know when I said that, you know, exclusives it's not as big as they once were. You know what I mean? But a person like me who games primarily on my Xbox, and their ecosystem, the reason why I have a PlayStation is all for their exclusives. So this benefits me. I know, you know, multiplats far outsell, you know, any damn exclusive by well over. You know what I mean? So again, so this maybe Sony, like I said, would double down on their own, you know, exclusives. But so a game like Final Fantasy, but from everyone across the board, are any of you guys here getting the Pro day one or no?
I'm still on the fence. I mean, I might get one because I'm going to get a PlayStation 4 sometime. It's going to be at the end of the year. I've gone so long in my lifetime of gaming, having multiple consoles. I don't feel that it's that I should do it. But the fact of it is that I've been so underwhelmed by the PlayStation 4.
So Uncharted 4 doesn't pique your interest. Street Fighter 5?
It looks beautiful. I got Street Fighter 5 on my PC. You know what I'm saying? It's pushing higher resolution and better frames.
My gripe has always been is that most of the PlayStation games, exclusive wise, have been mostly single player. And I think that doesn't
their single player games are great though.
Yeah, they're great,
That's
but it doesn't harness a community behind it. So that's why you guys had the argument last week about exclusives. You know, Uncharted only selling 2 point something million.
Yeah.
Versus maybe Call of Duty to sell 20, 30. You know, however much they sell. And I think that
the online community.
The online community is very slim because they don't offer any multiplayer co-op experiences, that's where the multiplat kicks in. Like you ask the average person, what are you playing on PS4 right now? Since you already beat Uncharted, you already beat Bloodborne, the replay value is very small.
Okay, I see where you're going with this, and I will give you credit for this. But here's the thing, and I will give Sony credit for, and I wish Microsoft would take a page out of Sony's book as far as that. Is that Microsoft don't have those, and I love Quantum Break. You understand what I'm saying? I like Alan Wake, and it sucks that we may not see a sequel to those games. You understand what I'm saying? And that's one thing I do give Sony credit for, is that they make one-player great story-driven games. I didn't really care for the other Uncharted. I liked it though. I didn't care for all the other ones. I didn't care for them. Even The Last of Us. Even though I think it got kind of boring after a while. But the beginning of the movie was very. I'm sorry, the game was kind of,
No, you had it right the first time.
Yeah,
it pulled at your heartstrings.
Can I cut you off for a quick second, Nixon? Like, see, this is my issue with the games that these aren't fucking games. They're like interactive movies. Like I've been playing The Last of Us, and it's not really a game. It's most like the first 30 minutes I'm just walking around looking at shit.
Yeah.
So I go from playing The Last of Us. Don't get me wrong, the acting is superb.
Yes.
The acting is superb. The graphics are astounding. But it's not a game. I'm just looking at shit. See what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
Livewire,
I'm playing
they made
Recore
it
right
on
now.
PS3.
I'm playing Recore right now, and they just throw you in the shit from the jump. It's a fucking game. I'm playing a goddamn game. It's not about how great the acting is. I mean, that's cool and all, but what am I doing? Because if you strip down Uncharted to its bare bones, would anybody give a fuck?
Nah, I got a quick question for everybody.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like,
do you guys feel like Recore should have been an original Microsoft IP 10 years ago?
No. Okay, let me make this point. I don't think that Recore is a breath of fresh air for Microsoft.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a cool character. It's a cool game. I feel like that should have been one of their in-house forefront, just like Halo and Gears. I feel like that should have been the adventure side of their, personal IP. You know what I mean?
You're right. I agree.
I can't say 10 years ago because they used Metroid Prime and all those other games in order to kind of base Recore off of.
Yeah, that's my exact point. It feels like a PS2 Xbox original.
And Microsoft doesn't have any games like that, which is unique.
Right.
They didn't have any games like Sunset Overdrive again, which I enjoyed. It sucks. Again, it sucks that I'll just say with Microsoft, when they step outside the norm, like, outside of the Gears, outside of the Halo, outside of the Forza, and when they give us games like Sunset Overdrive or give me another one, or Recore or Quantum Break, which didn't sell well. So so they spend, especially a game like Quantum Break, they spent a lot of money on, and I know that didn't make his damn money back. So we're stuck with the same Halo, the same Gears, the same Forza. I'm not real big on the motorsport or simulation race, but Forza, like the Horizon series, I love. Like I wish Microsoft would have brought back Project Gotham. Like I love Project Gotham. You know what I mean?
Those are creations.
You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of simulation of sim. You know what
Xbox reminds me of? It's your favorite spot to go eat. But you only like about 3-4 things on the menu.
Yeah, that's a great
analogy. But they make it the best. Like you go, no, when you come here, you gotta have this. You gotta have it. It's amazing. You gotta. It tastes the flavor. But when you go to PlayStation, it's more like,
exactly.
You got a wider choice of things because they don't do, other than their Naughty Dogs, they don't really do any other game particularly well. It's
hear me out. Check this out, right? Now, according to Yoshida, right? He said, I believe he released this, it was in 2012. He said if Sony releases 10 exclusives, right? Only 3 of them will make money. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we all know when it comes to business, Microsoft is better at business than Sony. But I will admire them. They at least try to cater to their fan base. Like even those games, like One Piece Blood or whatever the hell or whatever even though Sony didn't make them, they were made by someone else that was exclusive. Those games don't appeal to me. Like Persona 5, those games don't appeal to me. You know what I mean? But I guess again, their fans. Go.
Yeah. What I was thinking of, like, not to bring it back to food, maybe because I'm still hungry. But like in certain areas of the country, right, you can go to like a Outback and get sweet potato fries, right?
Okay.
But where I live in Jersey, not so much the case. See what I'm saying? And they cater to the food selection of the people that live in that area. So I get that. I think that's what Microsoft is kind of struggling. Trying to do their fans at the same time.
I was one of the ones that was very, very critical, of Microsoft when they can't Fable Legends or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? I like Fable. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna do an RPG, it got to be like Fable or the Mass Effect series or something. I don't really like those too slow. That's more or less my speed. I can do that, and that. So like I said, I was very upset with Microsoft. Like, how the hell do you can Fable? Right? That's like when you chopping off one of your arms. That's one of their Fable, Gears, Forza, Halo. That's their 4 major exclusives that they have. You know what I mean? We don't see Crimson Sky anymore. There's no more Mech Assault. There's no more Midtown Madness. I can go with it. There were a lot of exclusives. Also,
Fusion Frenzy, all that.
I mean, those party games probably have played out by now. But probably probably make them online, have an online multiplayer aspect, bring them back for $20-$30. You never know. But those games there, no more Project Gotham. Maya, turn that down, please. Like I said, there's no more of those games anymore. So,
but Forza kills. Forza kills.
Well, yeah, that's probably they're fully invested in Forza. That's why there's no
Forza
Project
Horizon 3 next gen is.
Oh yeah, I'm not negating that.
I know,
I'm
but
not negating that.
There's a reason that Need for Speed is in trouble right now. What Forza is doing with these two different type of racing, the sim and the arcade style.
Yeah.
It's on a whole nother level. It's on a whole nother plateau.
Yeah, I don't even know if Project Gotham could survive right now.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I want to see. I would love to see a Midnight Club
or Burnout. Burnout.
Midnight Club was made by Rockstar. That was their game.
I have an issue that I want to bring up with K Mega real quick.
Go ahead, man.
I seen that you posted that I kind of felt the same way, but I didn't speak about it yet. Really, the biased opinions on these review sites for Recore is fucking phenomenal. It's crazy. Like, people are downplaying this game so hard, and I mean, I get why. You know what I mean? Like, even I was on IGN today, and they brought up the most retarded article about Xbox that had no relevancy in anything, just to kind of like downplay it. It was some dude ordered a Surface Pro and got a Xbox One S like 4 months early. Oh, Microsoft made a boo-boo. Oh, they're in trouble. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, they pick and choose what to say and how to say it. You know what I mean? So Earthlock came out for Games with Gold, right? $30 game, brand new IP that came out. I guess it's coming to PS4. That didn't get a review. But this indie game that just came out for PSN a few days ago got one. And like, I mean, I just don't understand. It's just not fair across the board, man.
Thank you, and that's I appreciate. Thank you, Big Rock. You're not Barney Rubble today. You're not Barney Rubble today. You're talking like a
things have not been fair.
That's not Peter Rock.
No, that's all day.
That's all day. That's not Porter Rock.
Let me make this point real quick. When I was standing up for Recore, it was for the gamers, not only just because of me having a preference of being for the Xbox side, because I guarantee you, if Recore was on Nintendo, it would be getting praise. If it was a PlayStation multiplat, or you know what I'm saying, or it was on PlayStation first, it would get praise. No, right. Recore is not the best game in the world, but it's a fucking game. It's true to its core. And if you can say, if anybody on this panel can sit there or in the chat can sit there and say, I don't like Recore, that sucks. Then you don't like Metroid, you don't like Mega Man, you don't like Ratchet and Clank, you don't like any of these you don't like Knack, you don't like any of these games, Ghost and Goblins, you don't like these games. Shut the hell up. You're not a gamer, because this is what it's all about, and it's a breath of fresh air. That's why I wanted the Xbox community to support this game, not because it was an Xbox exclusive, but because it was a new IP that deserved it. That was my only point. So thank you, Pete Rock. I appreciate it.
I'm glad you brought that up, because there was a guy on IGN that actually said that in one of the interviews when they first previewed Recore. He said during their live stream, he said, He looked down. He said, "That looks like it should be more of a PS4 game." He actually said it in his conference.
It's a Nintendo game all up and down.
He said it would be better if it was on PS4.
And that's bullshit. That's why.
It doesn't matter. It's the same game.
Exactly.
I haven't yet to get the game. How is the game?
It is amazing.
It's dope, yeah.
It's just fun.
You know what it is? It's not. It's
something real quick, bro. Next gen, you know, we talk about Xbox. I mean, we don't support our exclusives. Almost I have a list about 150 people, and mostly half of them playing Recore. So clap to that.
Keep it going. Keep it rolling, Xbox fan. Because I told you, it is the barometer for what's to come from Xbox. They're giving you the blueprint right there. They're setting it down. Killer Phil is saying, okay, y'all saying y'all want these games kind of like Nintendo and what PlayStation brings out. We're going to give you a single player experience. We're going to give it to you at an affordable price. Look, I bought One Piece. I bought One Piece for the Xbox PS4. I bought the $89 gold edition, and that game is trash. But you know what? I wanted to support it because we need more of those type of games on the Xbox.
Oh yeah, more power to you. I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
It's a waste. It was a waste of $90. Yeah, I mean, because I don't.
I'm a One Piece fan.
Don't get me wrong. I've wasted money on shit too.
Yeah.
Like.
What
Like
you
a couple
bought
of
for
those
$90?
preview games I don't even play.
I bought One Piece, the gold edition, the ultimate gold edition or whatever, and for the Xbox because and that's what I was like, man, I'm gonna get Attack on Titan, but then you know what I'm saying, my money was funny with situation, got to pay bills and shit. My daughter went to New York and shit for a little rendezvous and everything, so I sit there and had to pay that money, so I didn't have enough cash to go ahead and get this to go get the Attack on Titan, but I'm damn sure gonna get it. I'm damn sure gonna get Attack on Titan here.
Now, see, I see people playing. They be live streaming that shit all day.
It looks
like
dope. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. But that's the thing that I'm talking about. I'm a gamer, man. I got love for the PlayStation. Always had love for the PlayStation. It's just that the PlayStation 4 is just not holding the candle to its predecessors. The PlayStation 3 was better. The PlayStation 2 was damn sure better. The PlayStation 1 was this is the wackest, worst generation of all time. And I'm making this last point. Guys. Check it out. ReCore, in my opinion, I said, check it out, fanboys. In my opinion, ReCore is better than all the games that PlayStation has brought out this year, except for Uncharted 4. That's a fact to me.
It's debatable that it's not better than Uncharted 4, man.
Well, no, Uncharted 4
it doesn't look
quality,
better than Uncharted. That's damn for sure. It don't look better.
It's a quality game, man. Uncharted 4
No,
is
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
But I'm
Did
just
you
saying,
guys enjoy Tomb Raider more than Uncharted 4?
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now that part, yeah.
Especially
No,
Rise of the Tomb Raider, that shit was great.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, yeah, it's better than Uncharted 4. But no. But ReCore is better than any other exclusives that PlayStation has and probably will have this year, except for Uncharted 4. Ratchet and Clank is a dope game. It's better looking than ReCore, but it's short. It's only like 6 hours long. You know what I'm saying?
Jackass. What about The Last Guardian?
Man, look, The Last Guardian is going to get the same type of treatment that No Man's Sky is. All these fools that come out here talking about, oh, we're joining The Last Guardian. I can't
wait. Didn't the creator of Last Guardian say he didn't like his own game?
Yes, he said this game is not ready.
He said he couldn't even stomach it.
He said it's not ready. And check it out, man. This is what's really crazy is that they hype up their game so much, right? And then these are one of these niche games. If you haven't played Inko or if you haven't played the Shadow of Colossus, you need to go find those games and play those first to see if you're going to like The Last Guardian. Because because if you don't, but it's going to be in that same realm. If you don't like that type of game, then you're damn sure not going to like The Last Guardian. And that's why I hate what PlayStation is doing. Like, they've been living off this hype. Now it's coming up to bite them in the ass because they're doing it to the wrong games. This is my opinion.
I look at well, like I said, I've never played any of the Last Guardians or the Ico series.
Ico was whack, but what was the one that was actually good?
Shadow of Colossus.
That game was great.
Shadow of Colossus.
That game was cool as shit, but
I was
was boring as hell, and I didn't understand it. You can run that game for hours and don't know what the hell you're doing.
I liked Ico.
But I'm just saying. But I looked at because like I said, I'm the type of guy. I buy all my multi-plats on the Xbox, whatever the case may be. So I look for any exclusive to get on the PS4. You know what I mean? And I looked at their game, and it looked like a PS3 game. You know what I mean? If for a game to be in development for 10 years, that's a very horrible representation. You know what I mean? Like, this game being developed for 10 years or whatever the case, this game should be flawless, straight 10s all across the board. You know what I mean? And I didn't see that. Maybe it's not for me. I know I don't like, people swear up and down like Showstopper. He loved Persona. I can't get with that Gundam style stuff. You know what I mean? Again, maybe like I said, a lot of the games that do come out on the PlayStation are not my cup of tea. Now, you know what? It's a big thing when I tell people. Maybe I'm a little longer than two. But about the PS1 and the PS2. To me, Sony never really made the best exclusive. Is that Sony had the best third-party support. And these multiplats that we see today were all exclusives back then. You know what I mean? So, you looked at them as PlayStation games, whether it was Devil May Cry, whether it was Metal Gear, whether it was Tekken or Soul Calibur, or you know what I mean, like all those Tomb Raider. Even they took it from the Sega Saturn. You know what I mean? You look at those games as being primary PlayStation games. Bloody Raw. Sony didn't make those games. Those were made by, third parties that they were just exclusive to Sony's platform. And if they did come to a rival console like the Xbox or whatever, a year later, a year and a half later, you know what I mean? I remember when Sony got when they got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Xbox was just getting Grand Theft Auto 3 in Miami. What's the one that came out of Miami? It was a combo. It was a combo pack. I bought the combo pack. So you know what I mean. So that's why, like, to me, like, just never.
And we got the better version too.
Yeah, it was it was a more powerful console, but I just never looked at it.
We can add our background music to the tape deck in the game. That was cool.
I'm just now hearing that the PlayStation is getting HBO Now as an app. Like,
really?
Yeah, where like
Welcome
I just
2015.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Y'all I thought y'all didn't already have this? That's the thing that I'm not understanding. Why are you so behind on these type of things?
Oh, did anybody have a PS4 right now and got the update for the new 4.0 update or whatever?
No,
Well, they added, you know how Xbox, when you double tap your home button, you bring up that mini menu, so you can. They added that into
they
the
said
system.
they copied Xbox new AI. I have about 4 friends said that.
Yeah.
They even got the clubs.
Well, no, they had the clubs.
Well, no, they had the clubs first.
Yeah, they had it first.
Oh,
they had the clubs.
It's just different. They do it differently. That's all.
Ours is going to feature tournaments, and the way you can search for, say you want to get a certain achievement, you can lock that in and search for people who's searching for that achievement and play with them.
So
like
it's not like Xbox where you're just trying to get people to play the same games you got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can have folders in their new update too. I don't know what uses that is, but
what's the point of folders?
I don't know.
So I don't know. I just find it to be, my boy Omega. He said I need to research because it's going on PlayStation View. Well, I mean, PlayStation View is basically copying off the Snap feature. I mean, it's a cool feature for PlayStation, but remember, you guys were all about no TV. You know what I'm saying? The whole narrative that you're hearing now from some people, there was some idiot that made a video that was yelling and screaming, if I want Blu-ray and I want this and that, then I would just buy one. You know what? You sound like a jackass, because let me just make this point to you very clear, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. If you know what I'm saying, we all have cell phones, right?
Yes.
And we don't just talk on the cell phone.
No.
We don't just text on the cell phone.
No.
We use all those apps, even if we don't use those apps. And I guarantee you, if somebody comes to a friend and say, "Look, I got Snapchat," and if the other phone don't have Snapchat, they're gonna be raising hell.
I gotta get rid of this phone.
Yeah, you're gonna get rid of this phone, and it's the same thing applies with the consoles now. Get with the times, people. Let's not listen to this.
I can't be devil's advocate in this.
Okay, go ahead.
I do feel like physical media is dying. It is.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. But with the apps though, on your console, it's like, you know what I'm saying? He was over here just saying one thing about the whole Blu-ray player. Okay, I don't watch a lot of TV myself except sports and news. But you know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, if you took his Netflix and when he got his wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the hell he got, and he sit there and he want to Netflix and chill, and they take that app away, I guarantee he's gonna be raising hell, making a video, screaming and yelling and cussing and fussing too, right?
Netflix doesn't have all of the newest movies. Let's be clear. Right. You know what I mean?
I think they're succeeding with the personal IPs more than their regular.
Well, yeah, with that, and they got the TV series, the Law and Orders, whatever. Right. Maybe the documentaries. There's nothing wrong with that, but we're just talking about sheer quality in the way that it looks. You can't compare a digital stream to an actual physical 4K, movies. It's not the same. It's not even close. You know what I mean? It's not, not even just visually. Audio, all that stuff is compressed and streamed through. Damn, if you got a horrible connection, shit's choppy when it's coming through. You know what I mean? Shit's, loading fast. Like, it's a lot of different things, but again, if that Sony's not keeping it real, because if physical media is dying, why are you coming out with a physical 4K Blu-ray player? It was
True.
a dying
Yeah,
format.
that makes sense. But yeah, that's what they said. You know, physical media is dying. But like I said, that compressed video is no way near going to be as good as a physical disc. Period.
You know,
Well,
I
no,
mean,
but I understand that. But I mean,
It's cool.
look, if you want a if you want a gaming system that just plays games only,
Give
go
me-
buy
give-
Sega Genesis, go
give
buy
me-
NES, go buy the Dreamcast. Well, no, don't buy the Dreamcast. Lord have mercy, because you can play
They got
CDs
online,
on it,
too.
you can play music, yeah, and go online. So no,
Stay with a Nintendo console.
yeah, stick with
Oh,
it.
man.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yoshi Island.
yeah, and I was hearing Damage Control just before
There's no damage control in that, man.
No. I was hearing Damage Control from a big time YouTuber that was trying to say that the Scorpio was in serious trouble because
Stone Fox. Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, Stone Fox.
I didn't watch the video, but I heard.
Oh,
I just seen it.
It
I
was
just seen it right
ridiculous.
now.
Like, I know that you have more Sony PlayStation fans on your channel. I get it. You're making money off of this. I get it. But you know what? There's a thing that's called honor and having some kind of you want to talk to the people to your subs and tell them the truth. You don't want to give them bullshit. I don't understand this. Look, I don't care if the Sony.
Well, what reason did he give it why I was in trouble?
Well, he said because they were going to there was a report that which was a vague report that they were saying that Sony is surprised about their sales, their pre-order sales
Well,
for the Pro. And they don't give out a number. You know, if Sony, if they're doing big, they're gonna throw out the number.
You know,
So hardcore always gonna buy it first hand, though. So
yeah,
and that's crazy. That I mean, people are gonna buy it. It's gonna sell the first month, but you don't know if it's a success. Like the PlayStation VR is gonna sell out the first month. You don't know if that thing is gonna be successful when you get down to around January and February. You see if it's still selling when that novelty has worn off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, a lot of people that I know that are, not that I know hundreds of thousands of people, but that are primary PlayStation gamers, they don't have any interest in the PS4 Pro whatsoever. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm just saying, and that's been the public consensus I've gotten around. Or now, are there people who are going to buy it? Of course, you know, they're going to be YouTubers that buy it because what they do. You're a YouTube content creator. You got to have the item on your channel to talk about it. I get it. You know what I mean? And it's going to be the same thing with the Scorpio. And I'm just even anything, Sony's going to be in trouble if you're talking about, you know, games are going to look noticeably better on your biggest competitor. Now, here's the thing: we can go back and forth. Okay, about Xbox One and PS4 Digital Foundry. Like I said today, I own both consoles. If games looked at 50% better on my PS4 vanilla or standard, I would have bought majority of my games on my PS4. It is what it is. You know, my Xbox, dude. I mean, I'm not that big of a fanboy. You know what I mean? Right. So, I'm not. You know, to me, that big from 900p to 1080p wasn't that big of the deal. You know, the Xbox One especially has a great upscaler. Now, that's cool, but you talking about, you know, comparing the Xbox One to the Wii U. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, if that's going to be the difference between the Scorpio and the PlayStation Pro, if anything, shit, Sony's going to be in trouble, man. You know, at the end of the day, man.
Well,
you know, but like I said,
I was just going to say is that Sony says that they're not worried about Xbox. That's really not their competition. It's the PC.
Bullshit.
Do you know every PC elitist right now is laughing? Like, I mean,
crazy, right?
Like, how could you even say that? Look, man, my rig is nowhere near as comparable as B Shadow's rig, and my shit looks better than the Pro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can hit higher. I can hit higher frames.
We're talking about it's like a 5-year-old PC.
Yeah, but that's that Sony that arrogance again. Because if you was truly going to compete or would be a competitor to the PC, you'd put a beefier CPU in you. You can't even run games that have locked 60 frames per second.
Yeah,
so that's
what's crazy. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So
if there's any PlayStation guy out there that truly believe that Sony is really trying to compete with PC and they even have a chance in that battle, touch your toes now, because Sony gonna fuck you daily with a lot more lies.
With no mod, they're trying to compete with PC, but you don't have mods. Come on.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
The
right.
crazy thing is
Yeah.
you already
Yeah.
kind of know what the Scorpio version is going to be because they're just going to port it from the PC. You know,
Right.
like they were just showing
Yeah.
us. I was just looking at footage of Recore on PC. I was like, oh shit, they got rid of
That's
all the little
amazing.
issues that I have on
60
console.
frames per
That's what's
second.
up. So once I transfer over to the Scorpio, bam, instant upgrade. You know what I mean? Like everything's fixed. I don't gotta. They're not gonna charge me extra money to go fucking have this game that I already have. You know, all our other games should upgrade. You know, so that's the well. Let me say, I
hold
don't
up.
digitally. I don't know about people who own disc. I don't live that life.
Oh,
I
here,
know.
check it out. Listen here. You look at
Sorry,
here.
your boy
Yeah,
just said that Sony is competing against PC with exclusives, not multiplats.
they're not even competing on that front. You know what I mean? Exclusives are on PC. What the
That Omega Zio guy that's always trolling. That's the funniest shit I've ever
That was hella funny, yo.
There's a
That was
game
hella
for
funny.
They compete against on PC with exclusives,
Yeah.
but they ain't got nothing for the holiday season. Man, but shut up, man. Shut up. Look, I got this here. Somebody sent me this. Shout out to
My
Chris.
Windows phone got more exclusives.
Yeah, they sent me this thing here called Ramblings of Boogie 298. I guess he has a blog site or something. It says lots of people been critical with the lots of people being critical with the way I have played the console war. One person claimed that I was a profiteer who played both sides against each other. Fair enough. Truth be told, though, you have to understand the type of gamer that I am. I'm not a journalist. I am a consumer, just like you. I have always have been, and I want what's best for me. And so, what's best for you, I consider myself a consumer advocate. So this summer, I admit I shitted all over the Xbox One. I also shit all over the PS4 and the Wii U, and even the 3DS, and even the 3DS at some point. This is what my character does. He points out the bad parts of the product game. He points out, and the anti-consumerism, and complains loudly about it until it's fixed. Talking about, I guess, the character of Francis. I'll also be the first to tell you I am a Sony fanboy. I have always been. Okay, glad to know. Whether it was my friends at Sony Online Entertainment, no, it's starting to make sense, in my EverQuest days, or my friends at Sony who I met during the launch event. Sony PlayStation, these have been constants in my life for the majority of it, and I adore them. That said, I've always owned an Xbox. I've always owned a Nintendo. I've always owned an Atari 26, come on, ADS, a Lynx, a Game Gear, a Dreamcast. I have tried to play every single game ever released for any console or any gaming system. Hell, I even play Tiny Tower of Death Star on my iPad right now. I am a non-exclusive gamer. I want to play it all. So when Xbox called, and even though they know my preferences for PlayStation, I answered. I'm not an idiot. It should also be noted that they called me during the same week Sony first did. What was the day this came out? What's the year of this? Oh, this is 2 years ago. Okay. He's talking about it. So I thought it was Sunday Police Week. I didn't worry about it. This is from 2 years ago when Major Nelson showed up at his house. Remember he chose the PlayStation over the Xbox and all that stuff. I'm sorry. I thought somebody man Chris is sending it to me now. But like Boogie, I thought he was claimed to be neutral or whatever the case may be. He just
he got current videos in the last week where he's been shitting on
PC
Sony
now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But I mean, I give props to him. I mean, he was pro Sony. I'm like, that's his console of choice. But like most gamers do when they see the bullshit, most of them do migrate to PC, man.
Right. And look, and this to be fair, it just look. We were considered, me and Next Gen and others were considered fools for buying the Xbox One at launch. And at that time, the PlayStation 4 was a better product at launch. To me, it didn't have the better games, but it was the better product. It had the faster UI. It had all the appeal. It had a lot more things going for it at that time than the Xbox One did, in my opinion. But, you know what I'm saying? I can be honest and say that. But now, the narrative has absolutely changed, and I seen it a long time ago. So did next gen. So did a lot of other Xbox people that seen that the Xbox was making that leap when everybody was clowning and saying, "Oh, don't y'all Xbox feel stupid about saying y'all bought the system for $500-600 and now it's only like $400? Don't you feel stupid?" No, we understood that because they were getting their ass destroyed by PlayStation, and it was all because they wanted to force the Kinect on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so, they listen to the consumer. Microsoft has been listening to the consumer. PlayStation, Yoshida has not gave a dog's rat's ass about y'all's opinion. I've even asked, like, Yoshida, please, can you bring Bloody Roar? Can you bring a true fighting game from the PlayStation era? I know y'all never will bring a Toshinden back, but you know what I'm saying? But can you bring Bloody Roar?
Who was that? Namco? Who made that?
That's me. K-Mega knows he's fighting games, bro. That's my life. Who made Battle Arena Toshinden?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I had it. It was
I think Namco.
Namco,
yeah. No, Namco didn't make Toshinden.
Was it Koi, whatever the name is?
Yeah, it was Koi. It was one of those. Yeah, it was kind of like in the same realm of Sunsoft with Bloody Roar. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know we'll never see a Battle Arena Toshinden. But, I mean, you could bring back rival schools. I know that's Capcom. I mean, you can make that exclusive. You can do these things. You don't. And people have been asking for these games. I would love for Ark of the Lad to come or Wild Arms.
I would love for another Getaway.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Cloud was a huge selling game for the PlayStation 2.
Dude,
nope.
Siphon Filter and Dead
Siphon Filter.
Yeah, they got that. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if Sony probably wanted to, because a game like Siphon Filter, Siphon Filter, that's their own Metal Gear like Splinter Cell type game that they have.
Siphon Filter and SOCOM was a bread and butter, and they just
completely
alienated both of them.
With SOCOM, when the PS3 got hacked,
that killed it.
The online got and I don't know what the hell with that. So that last SOCOM reminded me of the last Blade 3 movie. Like, that was just horrible. But what happened was, remember, it was an online game, and then the Sony, it was down for 2-3 months or whatever. So right after the launch of the game, so that's what killed SOCOM. You know what I mean?
It just don't make any sense. I mean, they would rather put more money into trying to advertise and trying to sell you, dreams instead of investing into what made PlayStation. I don't understand.
Nobody has called them out on it, so why would they change?
Why would they change? But do you guys think
they're not? Nobody jumped down Sony's throat. Every time Sony does something, all their fan
base
does is agree. They agree with them, or they just look past it. They ignore it. And I'm like, are you guys honestly? There's a lot of ponies in this comment section right now. Are you guys really comfortable with what Sony's doing to y'all? Are y'all honestly gonna accept that? I mean, y'all deserve way better exclusive. While y'all trying to go ahead and throw these whack ass exclusives y'all claim are coming out within 2017, 2019, then it'll be something else when they delay that shit too. So y'all honestly just gonna keep sitting here letting them deny y'all.
Yeah, the cattle.
I mean, I feel like all the exclusives are getting pushed back more and more to meet up to people purchasing the Pro. You know what I mean? They want the games to look the best that they can look. And I don't think the games that are coming out now are going to be that much optimized on the regular PS4. You know what I mean? So I think they want to push that agenda of us upgrading to the Pro instead of us just being comfortable with what we have. You want to shove that down our throats.
Right. Well, I mean,
I'm upset, dude. What did y'all? Does anybody in this room? I know we played a lot of PlayStation growing up.
What's up?
Does anybody in this room even remember why they canceled Fear Effect 3?
I had it. It was
game
like
was a gold mine.
I had it.
Yeah, the other one, the first one I think was 3 discs, one was 4 discs. I mean, that game was a gold mine. Why the hell would you cancel a series that good?
Yeah, just like they canceled Dino Crisis. Well, they didn't have a sequel, but I don't know.
That was Capcom though. That ain't had nothing to do with
Capcom.
Capcom's weird. They're weirdos.
Yeah, but see, that's another thing. Like I remember Tabal. I know that we'll never ever see another Tabal again. That was a PlayStation 1 game, but that's those games to me is what made me love PlayStation because they
What happened to Tenchu, bro? Tenchu was amazing.
Tenchu was amazing. Well, it went multi-plat too. So I mean, PlayStation. I understand why they put their money into No Man's Sky because the thought process into it was smart. But instead of spending so much money on this PlayStation VR, God, just think about that. They spent what, $2 billion on that thing?
Imagine what that would go in games.
Yes, yes.
Imagine.
And
compare last generation to right now, bro. We had so many original IPs last generation.
Right. You had
Heavenly Sword is still one of my favorite games.
Yeah, PlayStation 3 had more exclusives at this time than the PlayStation 4. So how can you stand up to this and say and defend this? That's what I'm asking. I mean, if this was on the opposite side, I couldn't say nothing. But you know what? I had to eat crow. Look, you're right. Xbox is tripping. When everybody says that Xbox doesn't do a good job of advertising and standing behind their IPs, I agree. I am totally with you. I'm a gamer with you guys. But when I say something that is actual fact or that is no, fuck that. This is not opinionated. When it's fact, you guys want to say something different. Like, no, we got to do. No, it's wrong. We're consumers, guys. We're consumers. You know, we're right.
The guy in the comment section keeps saying let him in the podcast so he can destroy us. I mean, destroy us about what? We're just talking about gaming.
Yeah.
Destroy us how?
This is damn sure ain't destroy me. I'm over here playing around.
Invite him in here. He get slaughtered, bro.
Yeah. You
just,
step into the house of the Lord, you
gonna trying to fight for his rights, bro.
Yeah, you step into the house of the Lord, you gonna get blessed. Don't play. I've been waiting on little Jabari to come and bring his little happy ass on up in here. Let's have a little good time.
Well, you want for me. To be honest, some of these PlayStation guys treat following PlayStation like a religion. Like they don't dare question it; they just follow.
Yeah, and
don't talk about their God. PlayStation is their God. They worship them. Everything they do is right because they do it. He said, so therefore I shall do.
That's how they treat it, And then they look at us like
shall wait on delayed games.
Well, I mean, with that,
they do 2019.
Well, actually, speaking of, somebody just sent me a link. Sony had some massive layoffs.
In San Diego, in my city.
It didn't affect
in my city, bro. It didn't affect them.
VR, I mean, they laid off some major. I think this one company was doing the VR stuff.
Sony heard.
They kept intact the company that the team that does the baseball for them. But
yeah, they got rid of everybody else though.
The MLB Shell Studio, yeah.
Yeah, they just cut down. They just shut down the whole studio they made Drive Club.
Yeah.
They kept that shit real quiet when they did it too. But they was right after they did the DLC with the motorcycle. They shut that whole company down like 2 months later.
Yeah, man. I'm reading here. It says the Rise of the Tomb Raider PS Pro version appears to be using Xbox One quality textures. So I guess so much for that.
Oh no! Did you see the article where they said Rise of the Tomb Raider is no longer under Microsoft shackles?
Yeah, I know.
They're doing great things with PS4.
Somebody just showed me that.
Like it ain't been on the PC for like months.
Yeah. Like I said, that's that. What's like when they do stuff like that, considering for clickbait to keep the quote unquote the console war going on. But it's a good game though. Not for nothing, it's a great game. I got some. It says here I'm on Tweak Town. It says the PS4. Let me open my
No, if we own Tomb Raider already,
you gotta give them credit too, dude. Every
DLC
pack they've
you
had,
are
Rise of Tomb Raider is great.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Yeah, Rise of Tomb Raider is a great game. It's awesome.
No, I said all their DLCs they released for it is great. Every DLC pack they have for Rise of Tomb Raider is amazing.
Yeah.
And they got that horror mode now too. That's pretty cool.
Yes, when she go back to the mansion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit's dope, man.
So anyway,
give them mad respect.
It says here that the PS Pro outdated hardware could bottleneck the performance. Even with a boasted Polaris GPU enable 4K gaming, Sony's PS4 Pro will be held back by outdated components. When Sony's new 4K ready PlayStation Pro console launches in November, it another console on the market date. Sony has doubled the GPU power and the and the PS4 Pro, and it's the first console to leverage AMD's new Polaris GPU technology. And the system is outfitted with 4.2 teraflops GPU that sits just below a Radeon RX 470. in power, allowing upscale 4K gaming and possible native 1080p 60. But the PS4's Pro most powerful GPU will be held back by the console's outdated component, mainly the same Core Jaguar CPU found in the original PS4. Same, which is again, like I said, that's.
Hey, next gen. Don't most
Yes.
games? A lot of games are CPU heavy. Some games.
Well, there you have some engines that are GPU heavy, and then you have some. But regardless of what, you need your CPU to feed the GPU.
Right.
And they're
still sticking with the overclocked CPU, right?
Yeah, they should have changed the CPU. They should at least went with Puma. That wouldn't be, But this here, like this CPU that's. The PS4 was struggling to run games like the standard PS4 was struggling to run games like Assassin's Creed Unity. What was it, 900p? But it wasn't even locked 30 frames per second. You know what I mean? Now you're just taking this. It's going to be the same PS4, all a powerful GPU and still a very anemic CPU. You know what I mean? I don't see this console running a graphically demanding game 1080p 60 frames a second. I don't see it. You know what I mean?
And that's why I'm on the fence. Fence. Yeah.
But the PS4 they're about this generation has always been their CPU. If this is any validation that it will run games better than the standard PS4 Pro. So they run shitty on the standard PS4 Pro. At least they run a little better with the Pro, if that's any consolation.
And for the speculation, people thinking about the PS5 coming out in 2018, bro. They got to go through they have to develop it right now.
They probably are, but I'm just saying
they probably are.
Spreading itself thin.
2019, 2020, maybe.
I think we'll see it by 2019. Maybe they may show it or announce it.
So you really think Xbox ain't gonna be doing nothing in that time? Come on, bro.
Oh,
not if the Scorpio is upgradable. That's why I made that prediction of this, saying that it's that Sony to me is going to make this Pro upgradable in some way, shape, or form. It's just too many consoles coming out at one damn
make
time.
The PS4 Pro upgradable?
I think they're going to make it upgradable because they want to try to compete with the X1. What Stone Fox Media was saying was absolutely stupid. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
so you think the PS4 Pro that's coming out in November is going to be upgradable?
No. I think that they're going to have some kind of patch or something. Maybe they'll keep it secret. You know what I'm saying, to the point to where they'll bring it.
Ain't nothing gonna help that CPU, man. They need to bring out a new box.
Well, maybe, but if they don't do anything, they're done. Because what Stone Fox Media was making his point, was saying, well, there's going to be so many pros bought that it's going to struggle with this. The Scorpio's going to struggle because everybody's going to have a pro. Once everybody sees what those games look like, it's a wrap. Especially when look, guys, Virtua Fighter 5 is just now backwards compatible today on Xbox One.
Okay.
All right. That game going to be on the Scorpio is going to be upright. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the graphics are going to raise. You know what I'm saying? It's going to pop on your television screen, and it's not going to look like it does right now when you're playing it on your X1. It's going to look a hell of a lot better. That's why a lot of PC guys, which I know for myself, when I play these older games on these older PC games, I'm like, oh shit, this looks amazing. When the Scorpio does this, it's going to blow everybody away. Because for the people who don't care about PC or don't want to mess with it, they're going to see that that's going to be the console of choice because it's going to have the power and it's going to have all the capabilities of what the Xbox One and the 360 has. That's a no-brainer, guys. So PlayStation has to do something, and that's why I'm saying it has to be some way, shape, or form upgradable to compete. If not, they're in trouble. They're done.
I think Scorpio is going to be upgradable for sure.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to, you know what I'm saying, because I think personally, Crap Gamer said it first. I'm not going to try to take the credit for myself. He said it yesterday. He said that he thinks that the price is going to be $400. And he said if they match the Pro, it's a wrap. Well, that's what I'm saying. It makes perfect sense because of the fact that they will that they're just holding the game. They're just holding the system so the price, so the parts and everything will be cheaper. So it makes perfect sense to be at that affordable 400, 450 range.
Right.
And like you were saying, Peter Rock, last week, is that you thinking that maybe the Pro is going to drop down to maybe 350, 300. Now next gen don't believe that because of the fact that they want to try to make their money. But yeah, but if they're not going, if the PlayStation's not going to drop the price on that Pro, and if the Scorpio is 400, 450, they are done. It is a wrap.
Well, I mean, look, I think at this point, Microsoft, they know what they have to deliver. So their price tag is going to have to be according. So if Microsoft says the next console, they didn't show you anything. You haven't seen the box. You haven't seen the games yet. They just tell you the price tag's $600. What kind of games do you think you're going to be seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Everything 60. Bro.
I mean, I get
600
it might be something a lot beyond that, like something that it'll be on the level of when consoles were just when the console came out. It was a little bit stronger than the current PCs that were out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they're getting some, I'm not saying that it's true or it's not, but if they're getting a chip that is possibly not available until 2018, and they're holding it so nobody else can have it, so they can have the strongest device out at that time to put for gaming, I should say. Who knows?
Hey, Mega Saigon. Is he there? You asked him a question.
Mega Saigon. MVP. Oh, what that nigga?
Yeah.
I don't think he in here.
I was gonna ask him how's the market been for PS Pro in the UK so far.
But yeah. Well, I guess I do expect it to sell well. Mine is reserved at Best Buy, but like I said before,
what TV did you pick up? I forgot what you said.
I just got the console. I don't know what games I'm gonna get. I got to get something for it. So maybe I might get Mafia or something.
You're gonna do an unboxing of that TV, bro?
I got the TV right there. I got it. Yeah, man. I guess might hold the goddamn camera for me. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers. I mean, lazy as hell in this household, man.
It's all good. Man.
But if not, I have to do a video.
Tripod,
I'm about to step my game up, man. I picked up the KS 8500 Samsung and the KS 9000.
Now, what's up? Did you talk to Dean about? I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I want to get one, but it's like I've been hearing about input lag, so I've been kind of looking to the monitor side of things.
You need to go to ratings.com.
Okay.
RTINGS. Probably some of the best televisions you can get as far as input lag is the Samsung KS 8000 and up. You know what I mean? And they're not even expensive, man. Okay. Like 55 inches, probably like $1,200, $1,300. Yeah, because the new sets are about to come out. The new, their new, 2017 models are about to come up. Last year I have a JS in my front room and a JS in my bedroom. That was last year's model. This year's is KS. Next year is going to be LS. Those are about to come out soon. So everything, like I said, is pretty cheap, very affordable. You can hop on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, rating.com, like I said, the KS 8000, maybe not the KS 8000 all the way up to probably about it's about the same television. I understand why Samsung did that. Actually, that was a knock against it because it's basically the same game set, literally. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, like I said in the day, you think you're buying a higher number, and it's not that good. But also too though, the Vizio P series, I had some of the best HDR content. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, ranks.
I was hearing that.
Oh, just to let you off topic real quick, but hey, I'm playing this For Honor Alpha. Jesus, man, this game is amazing.
Is it dope?
Oh my god, bro! I'm gonna see.
Who makes that?
Ubisoft. It's basically a fighter. It's a fighter, bro.
Is that the one they showed at the Sony event?
Yeah. Yep. It's amazing. And it looks great. It's just like a fighting game, like a sword-based fighter. Yep. You have a samurai. You got like a barbarian. You got like a knight.
When does it come out? Is it out now?
No, it's the alpha's out. Like a little beta, but it comes out February.
Oh, it comes out in February. Okay, all right. I think it's
Yeah.
coming out this holiday
Dude, this
season.
shit right here, it's like, this is what I'm talking about. It's innovative. You've never played nothing like this before. It's like, it's not like a traditional fighting game. It is, but the controls and everything's completely new.
Okay, but listen. All right, but listen. We've been here for about 2.5 hours. Before we end the show, going forward, your game. What's your pick of the holiday season? What's going to be your creme de la creme? What's going to be your best game or one game?
Gears 4 and
Gears-
Gears 4 and Forza. Of course.
Nigga, one game. Say nah. Give me your top three.
Forza 3. Forza Horizon 3.
Give me your top three. Give me your top three. B Shadows.
Forza Horizon 3, Gears
right.
4, and
All right.
shit. Well, I can't say Horizon Zero Dawn. It'll come out 2017. That was my third one, but that's pretty much it. Just them two. Cause I'm getting record tonight. So
Three. Well, I'm saying, what about
it's
you?
three.
Got a whole
All
saying you.
record tonight. So that'll be my third one.
Okay. All right. So, what about you all day? Your top three this holiday season.
Top 3, Mafia 3, Gears
Uh-huh.
4, and Dead Rising.
All right. K Mega 405. Your top three.
Mafia 3.
All right.
Battlefield 1.
Oh, all right.
And damn, it's between the two, but I'm going to go ahead and go with that Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah, for Horizon. Hey, Livewire, what's your top three for this holiday season?
Ooh. I'm definitely gonna go with Gears. Spend a lot of time on that. Definitely Forza, man. If you played the demo, you know.
Oh,
You
I
know.
haven't played the demo yet.
Oh,
I heard
man,
the demo
you
just
better-
had the
Listen,
ACR pack.
listen.
I'm trying to save it for the game when the game comes out.
The demo
Really
is
excited.
so fucking big for a goddamn demo. Like I was saying, fuck the races. I'm gonna just drive over hills and do crazy wild shit.
19 gigs. Say
This shit is nuts, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And
man.
I guess I would say, man, I'm thinking Battlefield, but I'm also thinking Mafia. Which one? I'm gonna go with Mafia.
Mafia.
Even though
I don't think-
I'm gonna still probably get Battlefield. I think Mafia is gonna be kind of like that surprise game. Like Battlefield, you already know what it's gonna be, you know.
Right.
Mafia is gonna be like that. Oh,
That's for all the people who like that GTA type of sandbox. They gonna love that shit, man.
yeah. Well, I heard it's a little bit more linear than that, so that's cool.
Oh,
too.
is it? That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I like
Like,
linear. So no matter.
It's a little bit. It's way open, so I'm cool with it being a little bit more condensed, you know.
And the mission structure is
I
very
don't
deep.
think-
So yeah.
I don't think MVP magazine is back with us, but me myself, Forza Horizon.
Goat's
3,
Titties
PS4.
Milk. That's his first game.
Who? What did you say? What?
I said,
Ghost Titties
I said Goat's Titties Milk. That's what you're going to get.
Hey, what? I wonder what.
Forza Horizon 3,
PlayStation-
Gears of War 4, and NBA 2K17.
Oh, that come out tomorrow,
About
bro.
NBA 2K. That come out tonight.
What comes out tomorrow? NBA 2K?
It come out tonight. It come out
Tonight.
tonight at midnight.
Yeah.
2K comes out tonight?
Yeah, bro, I'm about to go grab that.
If you pre-order the
Early tip off
Shit, I
edition.
get paid tomorrow, man. I'm going. That's damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
But
Hey Z,
what you say?
can I say something?
Yes.
Can I say something to the crowd real quick?
Yes.
All right. This is to all the trolls out there who's been trolling this podcast all night with the negativity. You guys
yeah?
want to say y'all use that word debate nonstop. Let me get in here and debate.
Debate
If
who?
you,
What
if
do
you
you
actually
want to
listen to if you actually listen to the words that we speak of in these podcasts, there's nothing to debate. Because all we're doing, we're just pointing out some facts that how your company that you love so much is getting over on you, and how you should realize that and actually demand more. There's nothing to debate. We're not dogging your company in a negative sense.
I
You
am.
keep taking it. well, we're not saying it in a way to where we just downright hate Sony. We have PlayStations, or some of us do at least, and we just want them to do better for the gaming community. It's glad that you love your 6 or 7 exclusives from Bloodborne to whatever, but you deserve better. And that's all our content and our words try to tell you. That every one of you guys take everything as a negative. When you stop being a fanboy and just listen to what we're actually saying, you realize we're telling the truth and we're speaking on your behalf. We're not dogging your company you love so much to a negative sense to where we're trying to make people say we hate them. We just want them to do better for gamers. And at the end of the day, that's how we want in the whole community. We don't want Sony to die. We don't want Sony to go out of business. We don't hate them to that level. We want them to actually just do better for the gamer. And that's
I'd
what
rather
you guys
have
need to
Samsung
understand.
buy a PlayStation.
Samsung will push out content though.
That's what I'm saying. I want
Yeah.
somebody that wants to push some content and have the PlayStation relevant like it used to. I love PlayStation. You know what? Sony can kiss my big yellow ass. I got no love for Sony. I'm just being real with you. I don't even know how next gen can even fuck with Sony televisions. Even though I know that they're like considered the best, they can still kiss my yellow ass. I have no
You ever notice how you can always
regard
want to
for them. But I love PlayStation. I love PlayStation. Sony, you know what I'm saying? No.
better
So,
for PlayStation.
you know what I'm saying? V Shadows can be nice about it. I ain't gonna be nice about it. I'm gonna tell you how it is. You know what I'm saying? Kick rocks, Sony. Kick rocks.
Okay, well, with that being said, thank you guys for rocking out with us. It's been a blast. We will catch you next Thursday, hopefully 7 p.m. sharp. God willing, in the creek gonna rise, like my grandmother would say. Thank you for rocking out with us, and hold up, I gotta go to the actual podcast. Hold on. I'm gonna stop. I forgot I was sharing my screen. Good thing I was looking at no porn. Oh shit! Next minute.
He's not gay, guys.
Expose. Let me see.
Shit.
Here we go. Let me bring up the I gotta go to the sound effects. Here we go. I'm trying to close it out now. Hold on. Wait. We out here, man.
Oh.